Here's what you missed on Phathead and Cande in the morning. Weekdays 6 to 10 a.m. on My Country 96.1.
My Country 96.1, Phathead, Cande Roth, beautiful. Enjoy it. Cinco de Mayo, 70 and sunny today.
Perfect day, yay.
Yeah, it really is. Lots to get to. First and foremost, our big summer season, Cande, kicks off in about 3.5 weeks.
Unbelievable. You said summer.
Yeah, Memorial Day weekend, Saturday, May 28th. Chris Young, Mitchell Tenpenny, and Ernest cannot wait. Going to be insane. Ticketmaster.com. We are literally 3 weeks from this Saturday. I cannot believe it.
I can't believe it either.
Really, really wild. All our shows on Ticketmaster.com. And we may have a secret 5th show coming, Cande.
Really? Ooh, it may not be a secret anymore.
Trying to put something together as we speak. So, yeah, keep that under your hat. We might have a 5th country show at the Long Island Community Hospital Amphitheater at Bald Hill. Working on that. A few things. Before we get to a couple of things that I meant to talk to you about, last night, you and I texting over This Is Us.
Well, the freaky thing is that, we don't watch it on Tuesday night when it airs for the first time.
Correct.
Right? We always watch it Wednesday. You had texted me earlier in the day. You said you watched half of it. It was great. You're going to catch the other half. I turned it on about 6 o'clock. I'm watching. We get to the end, which is unbelievable. And and you're in the right spot that we're watching it together, literally.
We were literally, without knowing, synced up at the same. When I say same spot, I mean it was
same spot
to the scene.
Unbelievable.
And I had, as you said, I watched half much earlier in the day. Then I forgot about it. We did things. I had dinner, whatever. I sit down. I find a quiet room. I turn on the second half. I'm texting you with like 5 minutes to go. You're in the same exact spot. Now, it took me a minute to realize that. I'm like, oh, wait, she's watching this right now.
Right now.
That's incredible. Now, we're not going to give anything away because I'm sure there's people who have not watched it yet.
But I will say this. I cried for a good solid 20 minutes.
Here's the interesting thing. I did too, Cande.
I was sobbing. I'm texting you, I love you. You're my good friend.
It was emotional. Now, I did not cry
I'm
for
hugging and kissing Brian. I love you.
I did not cry for 20 minutes, but yes.
I was on a crying jag.
I was wiping my eyes, Cande. So if you're a fan of This Is Us,
you better watch today because tomorrow we're going to talk about it.
Tomorrow we may talk about it in full. But if you are a real fan of This Is Us, you already know that this week's episode, even if you haven't watched it, is about Miguel.
Yes.
And I will only say this without giving anything away. This was the episode every This Is Us fan needed to finally give Miguel his due. I mean, we've been waiting for this episode.
Yes,
right?
Because, when the show first started and it progressed, and then Miguel got together with Rebecca 10 years after Jack died, and, the story went on, he was basically ignored.
Right, and he was the guy who, took over for Jack Pearson, and he was the guy, we didn't know how to feel about him, even all the way through, even when he was a really good guy, there was something inside of you that's like, yeah, I don't know how to feel about Miguel, I don't know. This was one of the best episodes they've ever made, Cande.
Ever.
It was so good. And may we also say, and we're not going to say the song, but there is a Billy Joel song.
Oh, one of my favorite songs.
That is used.
I just got chills thinking about it.
It's at the end of the episode, and it's like the whole song. It's the whole song.
I might start weeping again.
Yeah, it's a great episode.
The whole song, and it's not a long song. It's a short one, but really phenomenal.
So if you haven't watched it, go check it out.
Get the tissues.
Yeah.
Cry your eyes out. That's what I did.
Here's what I wanted to talk to you about. 2 quick things. The first is reading this article about moving, and it says, on average, the average American packs up and moves 5 times in their lifetime.
In their entire life? Oh, boy.
So go count. How many times have you packed up and moved?
Well, if we're going to count college,
All the way back.
My family, when I was younger, we only moved once. We had one house. We moved when I was 6, and then we had a second house that we lived in.
All right, so that's one pack up. All right.
One pack up. That was it with that. Then I went to college, right? In the dorms. From the dorms, I moved into a house.
All right, that's 2 pack ups. We'll say that. Okay.
Then I graduated college, and I lived in Glen Cove. I lived in not Old West Perry, near there. I lived in a few places around that area. On the North Shore.
I've lost count now.
Yeah, so I moved there. I moved a lot. Then I moved to New Jersey.
That's right. You
for
did.
My first job in radio in Asbury Park.
And you've moved a lot since.
And since the pandemic, I've been in 3 different homes.
So you're well over 5. I mean, you are
over 5.
Oh my God, you're closer to 8.
Now, when the kids grew up, we had only one home. That we never moved as a family with my kids. We had one home, and that was it. We never moved.
Huh. I've only done 3. I moved. Well, yeah. Do we count? We don't count college. We're not counting college, right?
All right, because that's a lot of movement.
No, we're not counting college. I moved from my parents' house to my first apartment out in Farmingville. And then I moved from Farmingville in with Dana into her basement.
I clearly remember that.
And then we moved into our current house. So that's 3. I would say that's 3 moves.
Right.
For me.
Not bad.
Oh, you are above the average. I am.
Well, the pandemic really did us in with those quick moves that we had.
I know. And then you moved into a place that didn't accept Tilly.
That said they would. Then didn't. Let's not talk about it.
No, I know. I know.
No. It was a very stressful time.
And here's the other thing. I was on the phone with a buddy of mine from Nashville, a record label guy. We're chatting yesterday, and he said that he had to go to the doctor the other day. He sneezed so hard that he pushed 2 ribs out of place.
Wow.
He called himself an aggressive sneezer.
Wow.
Have you ever heard of such a thing?
You know, my brother used to say to me, if you sneezed in a crowd of 1 million people, I would know you're in that crowd. I am a pretty loud sneezer myself. Yes.
Yeah, he displaced 2 ribs from a sneeze. Now
Did he put him back?
Yeah, he went to the doctor, and whatever they did. I mean, he didn't need surgery or anything like that. They fixed it however they fixed it. They popped whatever into place. I don't know. And now I guess he's all wrapped up and he's healing.
Try not to sneeze, my friend.
I mean, if I'm standing up, I have to brace myself for a sneeze, or else, I could throw my back out. So why are you laughing? Don't laugh at me. It's true. I have to brace if I'm standing. If I'm sitting, we're all good. But if I'm standing up, I gotta I don't know, just get in a certain position, like me. I gotta make sure I don't throw my back out.
Oh.
Yeah. So anyway, interesting if that's ever happened to anybody.
It is. Yeah, I'm gonna have to tone it down. It's so hard to do, though. It's so satisfying.
I know. We are less than 20 minutes to your bald and the beautiful entertainment, everything from Nashville to Hollywood. We have a beautiful day. Cinco de Mayo, going to be 70 for the high and sunny. Enjoy My Country 96.1.
Phathead and Cande in the morning. Weekdays 6 to 10 a.m. on My Country 96.1.